Hello students, planning, and as we had discussed in the goal stack planning, we maintain a stack where all the goals which are to be achieved by a system are pushed one by one. And there is a robot arm who has to solve the problem. Initial state is given by this. There are three blocks ABC which are placed on the table, and the situation is described by the set of predicate on table A, on table B, on table C. This is a goal state and it is described by the predicate on AB and on BC. These two goals are to be achieved by the robot arm. Robot arm can perform the following four operations: pick up X, put down X, stack XY, and unstack XY. Let us see how the goal stack is used to solve or to obtain a set of planning steps. Overall objective of a goal stack planning or any planning algorithm is to generate a sequence of operation which will basically be implemented to move a system from the initial state to the goal state. That means the robot arm will follow those sequence of operation to move from initial state to the goal state. So any planning algorithm will suggest or will recommend what sequence of action must be followed or implemented in order to achieve this goal state. To see how this works, we are given the initial state and the goal state. This is the initial state and this is a goal state which we want to achieve. A goal stack is maintained. So the two sub goals which the system is trying to achieve is on AB and on BC. These two are pushed onto the stack, and we'll try to achieve each of these goals one by one. So on BC is pushed into the stack and then on AB. In order to achieve this on AB predicate true, what is an operation? What operation a robot arm should execute, or what operation we will prefer so that this predicate becomes true? On AB, predicate will become true whenever we apply a stack AB operation. So we push a stack AB onto the stack. But before this stack AB can actually be recommended in a plan, it is essential to satisfy the condition of this particular operation. And what are the conditions? We'll push those conditions onto the stack. Holding A and B should be clear. And we'll push each of them separately one by one, clear B and holding A. And we'll try to match whether these conditions are satisfied or not. As we can say, holding A is not satisfied. So again, in order to satisfy this precondition, which operation we should implement? Obviously pick up A. Before we can actually recommend pick up A to the planning system or in a plan, there is a set of precondition that must be satisfied. What are the precondition for pick up A? Arm empty and clear A. So we'll input these two preconditions one by one into the stack, and we'll now map these preconditions whether they are satisfied or not. A is clear, yes, A is clear. So we pop it out. Arm is empty, yes, arm is empty. These two conditions are satisfied, yes. So first action which is generated by first action which will be recommended into the planning system is pick up A. Now pick up A this is the actual state space which we get after a pick up A. Now we'll remove this pick up A from the stack. Next precondition is clear B. B is clear, yes, B is clear. So we'll remove clear B. Holding A and clear B both are true. Yes, both are true as when we compare our current state space. And these two are also taken out, popped from the stack. So next action which is recommended into the planning step is stack AB. So stack AB is executed. This will be now the current state space. So stack AB will be removed from the stack. Let us check for on BC. On B is satisfied in the current state space? No. So in order to implement on BC, we require stack BC. Stack BC again has certain set of precondition which must be satisfied. Holding B and clear C. We'll push them into one by one into the stack. Holding B and clear C. And we'll match whether these conditions are satisfied or not. Clear C, yes, C is clear. So we'll pop this off from the stack. Holding B is not satisfied. In order to satisfy holding B, we must execute pick up B. But pickup B cannot be directly included into the plan because we have to first see the preconditions of pickup B are satisfied or not. So preconditions of pickup is arm empty and clear B. We'll push them into the stack one by one and then again check. B is clear, compare it with the current state space. B is clear, no. B is not clear. We have one block which is placed over the B. So we want to achieve clear B, but we cannot have clear B because something is placed on A. So in order to achieve this condition, we must recommend the action unstack something from B, and that something is A. Again, before recommending or before adding this step into the planning steps, we must check for its preconditions. These are the preconditions of unstack B, and we'll check one by one. Arm is empty, yes, arm is empty. A is on B, yes, A is on B. So we'll take it out, arm empty, and clear A. These three conditions must be satisfied. A is clear, yes, we'll take it out. Arm is empty, yes, arm is empty. We'll take this out. On AB is satisfied, as we can see from the graph, so we'll take this also out. So all these three preconditions are satisfied. Now we can add this unstack AB operation into the planning step. And this unstack B will change our state space into this state, and we'll take this out and stack from the stack. So again, looking into the next precondition, arm empty. Is arm empty? No, arm is not empty, it is holding A. So in order to make this precondition true, we must make arm empty, and for that we'll say put down A. Put down A, we cannot directly again add into the planning step. Again, we have to check for its precondition. Precondition is holding A. Holding A is satisfied in the current state space, yes. So holding A will be removed from the stack, and now we can add put down A in our planning steps. Put down A will give this type of a scenario. Put down A is removed from the stack. Remaining set of conditions is arm should be empty and B should be clear. Arm is empty and B is clear, yes. So we'll take this out, and the next action that will be performed will be pick up B. Pick up B is now added into the planning step, and it is removed from the stack, and we'll get this as a new state, and this is removed from the stack. So pick up B has been done. Now let us check holding B and clear C. Holding B and clear C both are satisfied, so we'll take this out from the stack, and now we can execute stack BC, and we can add this to our planning step. So we'll add stack BC into the planning step, and this will be executed. This will be our new state, and this will be taken out from the stack. Now what happens is, initially we had placed on AB and on BC. We achieved on AB, but while achieving on BC, on AB was undone. So this is what exactly we were talking about. These two goals are dependent on each other. They interact with each other. We achieved on AB separately, but as we achieved AB over here, but while achieving on BC, we undid, or this unstack of AB was done, and then now we have BC achieved, on BC achieved, but on AB is still pending. So what we'll do is, again, as we see, since on AB is not achieved, so we'll again insert the operation stack AB. We'll again push the preconditions one by one, and we see whether these preconditions are satisfied or not. B is clear, compare it with the current state. Yes, B is clear. So we'll take this out. Holding A is clear. Holding A is true. No, holding A is not true. In order to make holding A true, which action will be required? Pick up A. So we'll say pick up A. Pick up A will be recommended by the system, but again, set of preconditions for pick up A is arm empty and clear A. Again, we'll push these two conditions onto the stack, arm empty and clear A, and check arm is empty, A is clear. So we'll pop them out. A is clear, yes. Arm is empty, yes. Both the conditions are satisfied. Arm is empty and A is clear. So we'll take that out. And now we can introduce pick up A into the planning step. So pick up A has been included into the planning step. This will be our current state now, pick up A, and we'll remove this pick up A from the stack. Next set of condition is holding A and clear B. Holding A and B is clear. Both are satisfied. They'll be removed from the stack. Stack AB is again, this is now we can add this operation into the planning step. We have added, and the system, it will be removed from the stack, and this will be our final state. And now we'll check with our final conditions, final set of predicates on AB and on BC. Both are satisfied. Yes, on AB and on BC both are satisfied. We'll take this out as well. So now we can say entire goal stack is empty. And this will only happen when all the goals are achieved. So we have achieved both the goals. They were interacting with each other, but somehow we could manage to generate a sequence of operations which will be needed to move this problem domain from the initial state to the goal state. So what sequence of action that robot arm should follow? It will follow the sequence of action. Happens is, in the sequence of the plan which is generated by the goal stack planning, if we look into this plan, it is not an optimum one, as there are certain redundant steps included. What are those redundant steps? If we minutely look into the plan, there are certain actions, like there are two consecutive actions which nullify or which contradict each other. For example, stack AB and unstack AB, and they are happening one after the other. Whenever we see such pair of actions in a plan, in a final plan, we can remove because it doesn't have any effect on the solution. You're saying stack AB and immediately we are saying unstack AB. So we remove these two steps from our planning system. The resultant plan is this one. Again, if we analyze, we try to identify that consecutive pair of actions which nullify, which contradict each other. We say pick up A and put down A. Again, it will not have any impact on the system. It won't contribute towards the solution path. So again, these two are removed, and final set of action is these four actions: pick up B, stack BC, pick up A, and stack AB. And this is the final goal stack planning which is generated for the given problem. So based on this concept, I hope you would have understood how the goal stack is used to generate the linear plan. The plan is linear. The planning system is said to be linear in nature because it handles one of the sub-goal at a time. And when the two sub-goals are interacting with each other, it will happen that while attaining one of the sub-goals, we might lose the previous goal which we might have achieved. And although with some additional efforts or with some additional overhead, we can generate an optimum plan, but this planning system is able to handle the scenario where the two sub-goals are interacting with each other. So let us try more problems on the goal stack planning. I have given you these two problems as an assignment. Try to solve these problems on a similar guidelines as explained in the slides. This type of a problem is said to be Sussman anomaly. Initial state is this and goal state is this. Thank you, students.